how Goku and Vegeta will eventually surpass the power of even the gods of destructions. In fact, this is actually hinted time and time again in the Super manga with Buu's use of magic. These margin techniques even put fear into the hearts of Moro, the consumer of worlds. He was a powerful wizard that completely clapped our Saiyans, forcing them to evolve beyond their capabilities. But Buu's body being immune to magic, along with his huge arsenal of magical techniques, could unlock the next stage to our Saiyan's evolution. Dragon Ball Super being set 4 years after the events of Z left a small gap in between, and so this is where our story starts. Literally a couple of months to a year after the death of Kid Buu. The Buu saga was actually more than just about him. Rather, it was an insight to the mortal enemies of the Kais, being the margins, aka demons. In fact, the demon world has been talked about by Toriyama very briefly, but never really shown in its entirety. You may think that hell is the same thing, right? Well, not exactly. Hell is not the demon realm. They are two completely separate entities. The demon realm is a mirror of the known universe, separated from the likes of the other world, Earth, and all the other universes. Hence why the Kais could never access it. It was totally shut off to them. All of this gives the premise of evil versus good, demon versus gods, where they are on the opposite side of the spectrum. However, a key point to note is that the demon realm, though represented by evil, is not necessarily evil in itself. In reality, it's just another realm with its own denizens, morality, science, and dark source of power. Also, the idea of whether Zeno created this realm can also be questioned, as the Super Dragon Balls were made by Zarama, whose power seems to rival Zeno's. Like, it did bring back the deleted universes that he had erased. Episode 1 of Daima also reveals that the Namekians were originally from the demon realm and had migrated to the outside world, which could mean that Zarama originated from here as well, as if you follow the theory that this dragon deity is in fact the forefather of all Namekians. With that said, the demon realm being uncreated or outside of Zeno's control does make sense when we consider that Buu was in existence from time memorial, even predating Universe 7's creation. But Buu isn't the only margin, as from this realm we have others like Bibidi, Babidi, and King Dabura. In fact, the story of Daima revolves around their defeat, as with Dabura's death, the position of king is now open for our main antagonist, Goma, to take. But like with most bad guys, there is always a sidekick. In Goma's case, it's Dagisu, who is revealed to be none other than the Supreme Kai's, Shin's younger brother. In fact, his sister is here too. She's running the magical science division and worked very close with Dabura. Now you might be thinking, that's very odd. Why did Toriyama condemn Shin's sibling to the demon realm? Aren't they supposed to be gods? Well, this isn't a retcon. The Supreme Kai of time says that the demon realm is at the end of the universe. Within this infinitely sized space, the demons have their own Supreme Kai, possessing more unique powers like regeneration, immense ki, different transformations, and similar magical powers to Majin Buu. They are called Ma Kaioshin. Remember guys, Kais are appointed to their role and are from a race called the Shinjins of the core world. They get selected by a previous Kai to take their position. Ma Kaioshins starts off like an ordinary Shinjin, but because they are supposedly born evil, they are sent to the demon realm. Zamasu should have also been likely sent to this realm, but somehow manipulated his way out of it. With that said, with everyone shrunken and Dende being kidnapped to the demon realm, the gang's next course of action is to go there. Shin states that Goma is really strong, though he doesn't look like it. So maybe he has a transformation like Frieza or is a wizard like Babidi. But with that power, he chose not to kill. In fact, the whole reason for Goma's action was to protect the demon realm from the Saiyan's invasion. This idea idea was planted by Dr. Arinsu, who in my eyes is very sussy, and whatever project she is working on could be the next big threat for our Saiyans. We know from episode 1 she was excited and very curious on why King Dabura left the demon realm, as that isn't something he would do normally. But we know that Dabura was under a spell, and this is exactly what Dr. Arinsu wants: control and power, like Babadi had. From the giant fish, we also know that Arinsu had visited Universe 7 before Goma did. There is also a possibility she collected our Saiyan's DNA to make a demon version under her control. We saw this theme with Majin Vegeta, but knowing the Saiyans cannot be controlled so easily, the next step would be to make a Saiyan from scratch. This mindset wouldn't be a stretch either, as another core being in Zamasu tried to obtain Goku's body for himself. In turn, Goku and Vegeta might need to learn demon techniques to counter this, or at least fuse once again. Hence, the whole reason I think Toriyama mentioned Boo's gas is what caused the fusion to split, is so he can use this concept later on, so they will be confident of being split soon after. And plus, after learning some cool Majin techniques, we might get a chance to see Super Saiyan Majin Vegeta. Now, alternatively, they could do the dance, but then that would really be a retcon, as the duo learned the dance for the first time in the Broly movie. So unless they forgot or had bad memory lapse or whatever, it just doesn't make sense. But whilst Goku trains, the rest talk about the demon realm, and it's here where new lore is revealed answering previous questions. Shin says that not all people with pointy ears are from the demon realm, but many of them are. Quite a few traveled to different universes, of which some of them sought freedom, whilst others went out to carry out their demonic nature to conquer different planets. But from the looks of it, the demon realm politics is governed by the rule of the strongest, where oppression is a norm, hence mass migration. In fact, Popo's species may also be from the demon realm, who had escaped after reaching enlightenment. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and to watch more peak fiction, make sure to check out this video next.